Police dispersed Take It Back protest as Sowore demands the removal of DSS boss. Members of the Take It Back movement and other civil society organizations on Tuesday staged another demonstration in Abuja, protesting worsening economic hardship, rising inflation, insecurity, and what they described as Tinubu's repressive government policies. The protesters, led by activist Omoleye Sowore, marched through parts of the Federal Capital Territory, including Maitama and major transit junctions, carrying placards with inscriptions such as "Let us breathe" and "Stop the repression." They called on the federal government to address the rising cost of living, insecurity, and the alleged misuse of the Cybercrime Act to silence dissenting voices. Addressing the crowd, Sowore declared that Nigeria would not make meaningful progress without what he described as a revolution.
Today is the 7th year that we commenced revolution now. In 2019, but I was arrested on August 3rd, 2019 before the protests took place. And now it did on August 5. So today is the commemoration of that remembrance, to remind Nigerians that we are going to have a revolution in this country. And without a revolution, Nigeria cannot make progress. And that is why we started from Beggar and we came all the way. Our goal was to go to the National Assembly from there to Aso Rock. But you know, these enemies of themselves put barricades here. But when the time comes, these ones will not matter.
He also demanded the immediate removal of the Director General of Department of State Services, Tosin Ajayi, accusing him of violating the rights of Nigerians. According to Sowore, the Department of State Services is a national institution and not the private property of any individual.
But that's not only our demand. That the DSS must be removed with immediate effect. That's Tosin Ajayi for even daring to be violating the rights of Nigerians. The DSS is not his private property. It is Nigeria's agency. And we are tired of foolish people managing our agencies. It's the same thing we did with the former IGP, Egbetokun. It's gone today. It is time to remind Tinubu to remove DSS before we will eventually come and deal with Tinubu himself.
The activists further called for the release of Nnamdi Kanu and urged the federal government to implement a 500,000 naira national minimum wage to cushion the effects of the country's economic challenges.
We are telling you our demands. It includes also the release of Nnamdi Kanu. It includes the implementation of a 500,000 naira minimum wage immediately, without delay, and several other demands which we will make available to the press. But we believe that you have been monitoring our social media handles, you must have seen our demands. What we came to do today is to make sure we get here, because they say we can't come here.
The demonstration is the latest in the series of protests organized by the Take It Back movement, which has consistently demanded an end to what it described as bad governance, the reversal of harsh economic policies, and greater protection of civil liberties. The group also held solidarity rallies outside the Federal High Court in Abuja during proceedings involving Sowore's cyberbullying and defamation case. Security operatives later dispersed the protesters with tear gas in Lagos and barricaded the road as they attempted to march towards the National Assembly, an Aso Rock area of the Abuja city.
The organization members have gathered this morning to express their displeasure as to the lawlessness that is going on in Nigeria, as to the backwardness, as to the fact that the government is constitutionally sanctioned with the duty to secure the lives of Nigerians by virtue of Section 14 of the Constitution, but they have incurably failed in this regard, and Nigerians have expressed their displeasure, and they have decided to, in their, trade and style, attack innocent Nigerians. We will keep rolling our sleeves, we'll keep working our butts off, we'll keep fighting until, we don't get tired.
The police said the action was taken to maintain public order and prevent a breakdown of law and order, while the protesters insisted that their demonstration was peaceful and aimed at drawing attention to the hardship facing Nigerians. Victoria Wilson, Rulers World Television News.